Hello friends, welcome back. So today in this video, I'll be talking about the Age of Revival, which is our next topic. So before moving towards the topic, I would like to discuss the probability of questions that we see in our NET exam. So on and off, like on an average, 1 to 2 questions we generally see related to this topic. And the Age of Revival, it is not that much important topic, but yes, like we are able to see some questions from this topic, so it is necessary to discuss about this topic. So in this video I'll be talking about some of the events which happened during Age of Revival, and in our next video I'll be talking about some of the political scenarios, some of the major political scenarios which happened during this age. So moving towards the topic, that is the Age of Revival. The Age of Revival started from 1400 AD and it lasted till 1550 AD. And Age of Revival, it is basically related to printing press. So if we talk about printing press, the word printing press, it was very expensive and it was censored until we get to know about the woodblock printing. And this woodblock printing, it led to the development of printing press. So it led to the rise of printing press. And if we say printing press was developed by Johannes Gutenberg, and Johannes Gutenberg developed the printing press in Europe in 1450. So Gutenberg led to the movable type of printing press in Europe. And if we talk about England, so in England, in 1476, William Caxton introduced printing press. So these are the two different dates for these two different places. First is Johannes Gutenberg. Johannes Gutenberg invented printing press in Europe in 1450, and second is William Caxton. William Caxton invented printing press in 1476 in England. So the printing press that happened in 1450, and this printing press led to two major changes. So these two major changes are, first is this printing press, it led to the spreading of Reformation. So the word Reformation, as we know, it is related to Martin Luther. That happened because of the printing press was rise in literacy rate. As the printing press got developed, people started buying new printed books, as there were lots of printed books. So it was also a part of status symbol. So this led to the development of literacy rate. So that was our first historic event which happened during this Age of Revival. Now I'll be talking about the second major historical event, that is Reformation. So I have already spoken this word Reformation earlier. This word is related to Martin Luther, and Martin Luther is related to Protestants. So now I'll talk about what is Protestant, what is Catholic. Actually these two, they were the major practices of Christianity. These were the two forms of Christianity. First was Catholics, second was Protestants. So Catholics was related to clergymen, and Protestant, it was related to Martin Luther. Actually Martin Luther was against Catholics because Martin Luther believed that Catholics is related to clergymen, and all clergymen, they are so cunning. They followed all the rigid ways of practices. So Martin Luther was totally against Catholic and hence started his own movement, that is Protestants. Martin Luther wrote 95 theses in church, on the door of church, which were going wrong in that time. So these two, they were the forms of Christianity, and this Catholic practice, it was developed after the death of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ had talked about all the good things, but Catholics, they all followed in a very rigid way. Hence Martin Luther did not like Catholics. So a third movement, So these two were the forms of Christianity. Beside these two forms, there was also another movement known as Calvinism. And this Calvinism was started by John Calvin. It was started in Switzerland. So this was a second major historical event that happened during the Age of Revival. And one more thing, because of these religious controversies, it also led to the development of English prose during this era. So this was all about the historical event during Age of Revival. In our next video, I'll be talking about some of the political scenarios that happened during this Age of Revival. Thank you.